SOD on the beat.
What's going on, everybody? Today we got a little project, a little quick project, man. I'm doing this video like I said in the other videos. Whenever I learn how to do something, I'm gonna teach y'all how to do something, whether it be painting, fixing wood, whatever the hell, man. So today's project is moving this big dump trailer. So these big trucks, they're equipped with air brakes, and as a safety mechanism, whenever the truck's not running, well, pretty much these type of trucks take air. It takes compressed air to release the brakes on these. So a lot of these bigger trucks are air brakes. So whenever the truck is not on, or if the truck's not running, as a safety feature, if there's no air going to that chamber right there, that cylinder, then it automatically locks the brake up. So I've been having to move this semi, and been trying to figure it out, and I finally figured out a way. Well, I'm about to move this semi. I had to run to Napa to get these little bolts. Honestly, I don't even know what they're called. A release tool, I guess it's called, release tool. So an air brake chamber release tool. So this is pretty much what you're gonna do, man. There's a little hole in here. Let me see if I can find the flash. Right there, flash. There's a little hole in there. You see that little notch? That aligns perfectly with this one right here. So the key is, you want to put that in there. Here, let me see. Get that washer out the way. You want to slide that in there and then turn it in place, and then that's what locks it. And then here, I'll show you. Sorry if I'm confusing, man. So you put that in there, you turn it to lock it like so, and then that's it, man. You crank down on it. Alright. So then, now that that's locked in, you want to twist this nut till it gets tight. I'm pretty sure everyone's going to be different, but this one happened to be a 19. And that's pretty much it. You crank it down till it compresses, and then that's what's going to release the air, the brake from these rear axles. Don't let me fool y'all, man. This is my first time doing this. But like everything, I researched the hell out of it, and I try to learn it and try to do it myself. I think that's it. So I bought two, one for each side. Yeah, that's a good amount of ways traveled. I'd say it's fully compressed right there. I'll go one more. Wait. Keeps going. There we go. That's compressed all the way. Now to do the other side. Same thing on the other side. Alright, same thing with this one. You're going to want to get this little thing in that chamber right there. Lock it in place and then crank it up. Boom. And these, I bought these from my local Napa. It's a few minutes away. I think I paid like $4 or $5 each for these, man. Well worth it. Man, to be honest, man, I don't ask for help, honestly. I hate asking for help. I learned at a very young age. I grew up with no brothers, man, honestly. I grew up with all sisters, so I grew up with no brothers. So I was always out there working on shit by myself. So I always figured out a way how to do shit by myself, man. So like this, man, I pretty much learned how to do everything by myself. I have my buddy Eric Meza. He's the one that kind of told me that these unlock like this. Shout out to Eric Meza. Shout out to Meza Trucking. My dogs for years, man. Grew up with him. But he's the one that told me that there's a little nut that you can buy that compresses this. Well, he was gonna lend me he's gonna lend me one, but he's busy, man. He's always on the road, so I don't blame my homeboy. But can't get mad at a man for hustling. But he's the one that told me about these. So same thing, man. You just crank it down until it's fully compressed, so you can hear it. then from what I understand, you never want to take these bitches off because they're under an extreme amount of pressure. And there's a whole kind of spring in here, you know, to do with the air, with the compressed air. So I heard, you know, once you loose these while there's pressure on it, man, it can kill you. Same thing when you're doing like shocks and struts. For those that don't know, man, I do body work. I've been doing body work for 10 years, and I always worked at, you know, dealerships. Not several dealerships, but I always had a job at dealerships. That's just where I learned, you know, you make the best money. It's the most consistent. It's the most neat. I forget what my point, where I'm going with this, but also what I'm saying is that so I'm familiar with body work, mechanical work, but when it comes to like big shit like this, man, I know nothing about it, and I respect the hell out of it. I ain't gonna sit up here and lie and say that I know everything, man. I don't know everything, and I'm still learning every day. So I got this almost fully compressed. God damn. Okay, that's it. Boom. Now that we have both of them unlocked, it should be ready to roll. So I'm gonna move everything out the way, and I'm gonna try to pull her with the old OBS. Before I ask anybody for help, I'm gonna try to see if this pulls it out. If not, I got buddies down the street that live, I got buddies that way that do farming. Right down the road, they farm all kinds of stuff. I can call him real quick, man. He'll pull up with the tractor. If not, I'll call my buddy Eric Meza down the road. They got a couple 18-wheelers, man. They'll come pull this thing out real quick. But like I said, I like doing everything on my own. So before I go and call somebody, I'm gonna see if this thing will roll without with the little OBS. Alright, got them locked. I got my tow strap, and I got my pulling chain. This is a Chief pulling frame chain. It's meant to pull frames. It's like a heavy duty, man. That thing will, you can put tons of pressure on that thing. Before, man, well, really, man, to be honest with you guys, I'm not even a painter. I've been a body man for like 10 years, and I always painted on the side, but I never really considered myself as a painter. I really consider myself as a heavy hit technician and a body man, but I'll paint your ass for the right price. But anyway, so I'm trying to get at is I got a whole bunch of equipment, pulling chains, pulling clamps, man, because that's really all I've done for years. All right, let's see if this thing moves. Ain't gonna happen. Well, it didn't work, but like I said, I try everything 1,000 times by myself before I ask for help. But I had to ask for help, so I got my buddy coming with the tractor. It should be pulling up any minute, man. Can get this bitch moved for me. And that, my friends, is how you release the air brakes on a 18-wheeler or dump truck or whatever has these air brakes. Like, subscribe, keep watching these videos. I got more coming.
It's OD on the beat.